Welcome to week 4 of Athletes Unlimited. 44 players from around the globe have come to Dallas, Texas, bringing top-shelf volleyball talent. With just 2 weeks of our season remaining, the competition is getting heated. 3 captains are familiar faces. Kills leader, Karsta Lowe. MVP and points leader, Jordan Larson. And high ball hunter, Betania de la Cruz, who sits atop the championship standings. Newcomer Kelly Hunter has set her way to a captaincy with a 9-0 record. On the backstretch of season 1, every moment counts. Every dig, ace, pass, kill, every point. Will the captain stay on top? Will a team once again go undefeated? The penultimate week of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball starts now. Tonight's match is brought to you by Guaranteed Rates. Spring has brought green to Dallas. Week 4 of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball has brought green dreams to those in the championship chase. Team Larson takes on Team Hunter. Welcome inside Fair Park Coliseum, everyone. I'm Kevin Barnett, joined by my partner, Salima Rockwell, 2-time national team captain. Salima, we have watched throughout the draft process evolve, and these are by far the most compelling teams we've seen.
Well, it was an interesting draft, and especially with a setter now as captain. And Kelly Hunter came in strong, choosing Leah Edmond, who was a former captain herself, and also the top 2 blocking middles. But the most important thing and interesting thing, Captain Jordan Larson did not choose one player was on her team for week 2 or week 3.
Remember, this is an individual championship inside of a team construct. Let's take a look at our Geico leaderboard. Betania de la Cruz sits atop for the first time.
Well, Betania de la Cruz played so well, and she did it with her individual play, her individual stats, but it was her team wins that really catapulted her to the top of the leaderboard this week.
Top 2 have a pretty good lead. You mentioned Kelly Hunter getting into that 4th spot, first setter to do it, but she has herself been undefeated.
Well, Kelly Hunter has played and shown that she is one of the top setters here in the league. She can adjust on the fly. She can set every hitter the way they need to be set. And I think that was why she had so much success as a setter last weekend. She also is one of the top blockers as a setter, and she's really proven herself.
By contrast, in this match, Kaylee Mans went undefeated in the first weekend. We have not seen her as a regular starter since that point.
Well, that was such an interesting development. Kaylee Mans came in, helped her team to a sweep of the weekend, and then didn't play too much, but she is ready. Kaylee Mann stays ready and hungry, and she's going to be ready tonight to set for her team.
We showed you the overall leaderboard. How about the setters? Bree King's been valued.
Bree King's value has risen and risen, and even this week in the draft, Karsta Lowe chose her as her #1 pick, so I think that speaks volumes to her and all the setters in the board.
All right, as we get ready for first serve, let's send you down with the brand new captain here in week 4.
I had like 3 empanadas for lunch, and I feel like that was a bad idea. Yeah, look at us. Ooh, I'm feeling a little rough today. Why do we have to be so aggressive like that? It was so unnecessary. We both did it.
Athletes Unlimited Volleyball on Fox Sports is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. Big D has been the host for this entire run. Just 1 to go after this. A 5-week season for Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. As we look at the starters for Kelly Hunter. Keep an eye on those middle blockers. Those are the best 2 blockers in the entire league. See if they can generate some defense at the net. On the other side, for Jordan Larson, Aubrey Cruz, the veteran at outside here. They have some passing. Will that let them use their offensive middles? It could be a battle in the center of the net. Before we get going, let's go again for a special Bring It In.
Coaches and our front office, we welcome the Athletes Unlimited Volleyball team to the DFW Metroplex this season. We're excited for our new women's sports platform, to join the efforts and continue to pave the way for women of all ages. Bring it in.
All right, we've had encouragement from throughout the sporting planet. Another good one there as we get ready for our first match of week number 4. Remember, we have 6 matches. We will end, as we have been doing on every Monday night, with Dela Cruz versus Larson. But we start with Larson versus Hunter. Captain in purple will serve. A tough one gets him underway. Perfect opportunity. That's Jordan Larson with the dig. Both captains coming up defensively. No, Morris. Velez Agosto cannot get into that one.
Well, it's a nice start by both teams. You're going to see some big swings, some big hammers on both sides of the net with Sheridan Atkinson, Leah Edmond, of course, on the Hunter side, and Wanabu and Jordan Larson on the other side of the net. It's going to be fun to watch.
The veteran Aury Cruz, Olympian from Puerto Rico, working down the line to Stalzer. Passing is a question for the women in purple. Another nice dig. That dump finds the line. Boy, wow. Kind of froze everybody.
I thought it was going out. I wasn't sure from here. Not really. Don't be mad at me, Kelly. Kaylee's. It's a nice pass, and Kaylee goes sharp to the sideline.
Not sure she got all of that she wanted there. Stalzer again, and they're well off the net. Oh, gee, that is the power of Sheridan Atkinson.
Huge swing over top of the block. It's going to be interesting to watch how each team serves and who they're going to target. Atkinson, of course, going high and over top of that block. But you're going to see things as it plays out, what the numbers might show and suggest and where they're really targeting.
8 points for that kill for Atkinson, who's been in and out of that opposite spot as that one makes it just over the outstretched arm of NGA.
Now serving for Team Larson.
Sheridan Atkinson looking for a smooth, even performance in this one. Backup is Alex Holston on this team for the opposite spot as we look at Stalzer, who cranks it down the line. In rhythm opportunity, Atkinson again, this time off the block.
Well, I think that's what Sheridan Atkinson needs to get going nice and early. Show her team, hey, this is what I'm ready to do. This is what I can do. She's going, she looks fresh. Her legs look good. She's going high off the hands right now. It's going to be a huge part of this match.
Pancake for dinner to start for Team Hunter. Can they convert on it? In fact, they do, as that one goes well wide from Sambothi. The fives are just piling up. You get +5 for a dig, and Kelly Hunter is adding to her score.
Well, that's what she does so well. She does the whole game really well. Laying out for that ball, and that pancake isn't an easy thing to do. She did a great job.
Atkinson. So right away, number 16 paying dividends.
I tell you, she's a big presence at the net, and she can get it done. She and Allie Bastianelli up there, that's a big old block that you want to try and hit around.
Speaking of Bastianelli, puts that one away, 5-3. A look at the points as they go throughout. You've seen a lot of kills thus far. You're getting +8 for those, -12 for hitting it out, and you get +12 for an ace. Corey Crocker. Wow, the quick start from Team Hunter, 6-3.
I mean, they're coming out of the gate fast, firing on all cylinders, doing every phase of the game well right now.
Misconnection. That'll be a -12 for the set.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, you've got Kaylee Mann's in there running that offense, working on connecting with her hitters, finding that speed, finding that rhythm.
Seven, 3. That one thrown back, and it hit the floor. So 2 blocks from Sheridan Atkinson. A host of bad passes, an ace, and it's 8-3.
And Atkinson's just waiting for it. She hangs, wait for that tip, and throws it down.
Not surprisingly, Team Larson on the defense early takes their first time out. Team Hunter, what a debut. Kelly Hunter, captain for the first time, and out to a quick start here, 8-3. What was the strategy for a setter trying to put a team together with that #1 pick?
Our strategy was to find a really balanced team, and being a setter, I need a lot of hitters around me. And so trying to find a power outside, first of all, and having the first pick was really helpful there, and then just trying to find balance around that.
That was your guaranteed rate draft recap. Salima Rockwell, we talked about this. We thought this draft went extremely well for this team.
It really did, because you looked at what is she going to need first. She got what she needed first, but when it came back around, she was able to really create a team that I think complemented what Leah Edmond does, what of course she does as a setter, and I love the picks of the Ali Bastianelli and Corey Crocker. So doing a really nice job finding that balance she was looking for.
Now look at Leah Edmond and Corey Crocker. Crocker's been outstanding in the middle. She's tied for the league lead in blocks per set, and she's tied with her teammate, Ali Bastianelli.
That's right, and you look at the overall number of blocks, it might not be the same, but Ali Bastianelli is down. She hasn't played in 9 of the sets that the rest of the league has played in, so it's blocks per set that really makes a difference. And this core group right here, along with Ali Bastianelli, is gonna really make a difference for this team.
Thank you to our presenting court partner, Geico. Back underway, Crocker out of the timeout, straight into the net. Kevin Barnett alongside Salima Rockwell. The start of week 4.
Kaylee Mann is now serving for Team Larson.
We'll see if Team Larson continues to work Stalzer here as a passer hitter, and even in that scene with Edmond.
Good pass by Stalzer. OT Heat.
Man. That was a cannon right there. A perfect set by Hunter, laying that ball up there. Look at this pass, so I tell you, good job by Lindsay Stalzer getting in that seam, but a ball exactly where Sheridan Atkinson needs it.
That was one of the things you and I talked about. Atkinson needs a little more perfect of a ball than some of the other opposites. Hunter seemed capable of providing.
Well, Hunter has adjusted. You've seen her set different hitters different ways, different paces, and everyone's usually in rhythm with her. So I think that's what she does really well and provides that for her team.
Sheridan Atkinson. Yeah, you'll take 3 for 5 for your opposite to start. A powerful 3 at that. Stalzer holding up. Atkinson in the back row is dug by Larson. And Wanabu shows you exactly the same kind of swing on the right we saw from Atkinson.
Yep, and you got back-to-back kills with Wanabu in the last rotation, cranking one on the left, and of course, going here, getting her feet there, hitting high off the block. Wanabu.
Wondered if this Team Larson composition this week was the big 2. Jordan Larson, Ebony Wanabu.
Right, and I think we're going to see that, and especially if other teams can serve super tough. You have Jordan Larson, you have Audrey Cruz, of course, Tiffany Clark can hold it down, but if they're drilling balls at Clark keeping her off the net, then you're going to have to wonder how much the middles are going to be able to get involved.
Yeah, Clark has been the target as Wanabu again just goes cross court with authority. Can you slow down Ebony Wanabu? That's the question. Can anything but fatigue slow down Ebony Wanabu? She took 40 and 39 swings in 2 matches last week. And her worst numbers the weekend have come on day 3 each time. Leah Edmond, tough swing. Misses.
And that's a big swing, and that's a swing you want her to take. But this is tough. You know, you have this passing on the right side of the court, and it's Lindsay Stalzer, seeing if they can get the setter off the net a little bit. That was a miss there. Don't want to set NBA. You don't want to serve her.
No, law firms do the serving generally. They don't receive serve. You do not want to give it to Namaris.
But look at this. Allie Bastianelli just gets on that quick. The ball kind of died and fell on her, but she was able to pull the trigger pretty quick to get a kill.
Allie Bastianelli, #1 all-time in blocks at Illinois. And she actually holds the Big Ten record for block assists, which, interestingly enough, that doesn't exist here, Salima.
It does not exist, and when you look at the numbers, it's I don't know if it's misleading or not, or if it's more accurate, because normally you get a half of a block counted if the middle blocker is in the area with their outside hitter, the right side, blocking the ball. So right now, these are just solo blocks. It's credited to one person only, so the numbers are a little bit less than you normally see.
We have an under call. We've had a few of those. Typically, as players turn and pull off the net, they will stick a foot back underneath. Considered a dangerous play. I like the blocking be assigned to one player. I'm tired of middle blockers take one shuffle, throw an arm 3 feet away, and get a half block.
Yeah, but sometimes they're helping. Sometimes they get a little piece of that.
Helping?
Helping.
Like
that's what they do.
by yelling?
No, they help.
Block
They're
the
next to
ball.
them. They're next to them.
Block it, please.
Taking up space.
Get me a half. Crocker.
Whoa.
Blowing up in the left back. Larson tries to throw it. Cruz deep corner.
Team Larson just scrapping back there, keeping the ball alive, covering plays, but it was that first dig of Tiffany Clark, and I can't believe she got underneath that ball.
Ari Cruz comes in hitting .220. Second round draft pick for Team Larson this last week. Ball's a little too far. Nice cover that time. Both sides getting some good block touches. Jordan again out of the middle back, and this time it goes down.
And you talked about the block touches. I mean, that's something that you don't see on the stat sheet, and that it's so prevalent here in this league. How many balls are slowed down, opportunities to dig around it and off the top of blocks.
Team Larson has rallied back. Remember, they took a timeout trailing 8-3. They are now +1 on the board. The veteran squad has stabilized. Back in Dallas, a big part of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball was taking athletes and turning them into civic leaders. Each athlete was asked to identify a nonprofit organization for whom they would play this year, and the Give Lively Foundation would make a grant equal to 50% of the athlete's end of season bonus to that nonprofit partner. You're looking at Key Michael. Who did she choose for this 2021 season?
I chose the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. There was a few different reasons why I chose it, but mainly because, I don't know, I was really touched this summer by the movement, the BLM movement, and I just wanted to support however I could, and that's why I chose them.
Through litigation, advocacy, and public education, LDF seeks structural changes to expand democracy, eliminate disparities, and achieve racial justice in a society that fulfills the promise of equality for all Americans. As you look at Team Larson's other cause, Jordan Larson playing for the Pink Fund, Susan G. Komen in there for Aubrey Cruz, Humane Society for Lauren Gibbemeyer, who would like to own a pet rescue at some point in her life. Lots of terrific nonprofit organizations are going to receive support via the Athletes Unlimited athletes throughout volleyball. Ebony Wanabu back to action with the serve. Tiff Clark again finds the floor. Big block. Edmond next to Crocker. Who will they assign it to might be the question. Liana Sibelden is not happy. She's watching the match, going to be playing later. She said, stop acting like block assists are not deserved. And you're ignoring the fact that pins get assists when middles are the ones to block the ball.
She is dead on. She is right about that.
Oh, half the time you haven't even closed it. I want to hear it. Liana Sibelden will be in action later in our second match of the evening. Nomaris, nice read. Cruz, another nice read from Nomaris. Oh, no second contact.
That makes me, that's tough.
You take it, I don't want it.
Yeah. Nomaris going hard, going after the ball. This is why she's so valued in this league. She can play a ball that's inside the 10-foot line and then a hard hit ball that's coming right in the middle of the court. Tough miscommunication on the side of Team Hunter for that second ball.
Nomaris Velez Augusto was stolen this week in the draft. Atkinson blasts another one. This time it's run down. Larson in rhythm, high over the top. Stalzer is there. Team Hunter showing its defensive chops. All right, Cruz too tight, but it's put through by Mans.
Unbelievable defense on the side of Team Hunter, both sides, but Kelly Hunter herself digging just a million balls in that rally. But man, look at how strong Mans goes up and wins this, pushes and just stays with it to win that play at the net.
Hunter reaches for that one. All right, Cruz, good spot. The middle back's really impressive thus far. Particularly Cruz and Larson. And expect a lot of transition from Team Larson. (15-12). Team Larson extends its lead. Edmond chops it inside the block. Really gave direction to that one.
They need Leah Edmond to catch fire here and really start making some big plays like we know she can do. Putting the ball on the floor. That's why she was drafted as the first pick for Kelly Hunter. They need her to really step up right now.
Gibelmeyer extends over the top. And that ball sent out of bounds.
Point Team Larson.
Rough mistake.
Yeah, that's tough. There's a couple of miscommunications so far on the team of Team Hunter, where they're making some huge plays. Leah Edmond gets in there with a huge dig, and they just can't convert or even get the last ball over the net.
Off the hands and gone. That one past Sambothi from Crocker.
77, Corey Crocker. Point.
Robin on Twitter says she's so happy to see Tiff Clark and Jordan Larson on the same team. Tiffany Clark was actually in the gym with Team USA leading into this, was getting some reps with head coach Karch Karai as they look forward to the Olympic Games.
I remember how she was saying how nervous she was, and then how amazing everyone was when she got in the gym, and how nice all the players were to her, and how she felt welcomed right away.
Block and defense really paying off so far for Team Hunter. Again popped up. Stalzer. Nice job recycling that ball. Not this time. Jordan Larson picks up her first stop. Would you have given a half to the middle there?
Okay, stop.
I just got cut out of postseason gifts from Liana Sibelden.
There was no middle even involved. Look at that. She didn't even jump. Big stuff by Jordan Larson.
Kaylee Mann now serving.
I expected some rivalries on court. I didn't know it would extend up to the announce booth. Man, scissor kick, laser down the line. And some defense. She's known for that. Larson cranked it, but could not find any hands.
Team Hunter. Sheridan Atkinson now serving for Team Hunter.
Perfect pass by Cruz allows Sambothi to swing. Wanabu back-to-back attacks. That ball's thrown well clear.
So we've seen this a few times. Team Hunter is scrapping. They're playing some unbelievable defense right now, keeping everything alive, ball off the floor, and then that last swing or that last touch just isn't finding the floor.
Belden fires that one up, and Kelly Hunter is not afraid to dump.
No, she's not afraid, and she'll do it back to back, which I like and I respect, especially when people don't think it's coming again. But Kelly Hunter aware of what she needs to do and knows, hey, I guess sometimes you got to take care of it yourself.
How does the pace of a pass affect the opportunity to dump?
Well, it does. If it's coming at you fast and there's no opportunity to really get both hands on it, sometimes you can just keep going with that speed of the ball.
Bastianelli does a nice job turning there. So far, those blocking middles have paid off. Nearly there one-on-one, but Larson wins it. Notice Jordan Larson went to her left last time, this time to her right.
Well, and that's what she does so well. She sees the block. She knows she's playing a game there with the middle as well. I'm going to move this ball around. I can choose one side or the other, especially when there's one block. Molly Bastianelli was close. Just couldn't finish that play.
Immediate call of out, and hanging in there is Team Hunter now down 2. We will play 3 sets. Each set is worth 40 points. You win it, you get those 40 team points. They are non-refundable. If you win the overall, the aggregate score addition of all 3 set scores, you can win 60 points. Cruz high swing, stalls her with the dig. Gibbelmeyer pass swing. Oh, that one too close to the net.
Point Team Larson. Ebony Wanabu now serving for Team Larson.
Mentioned how the points work. There it is. 180 total points available, just like darts. A perfect round is 180.
We've seen how crucial these team wins, these team points have been over the course of this league. And they know, all these teams know they got to come out early, grab some wins when they can.
Team Hunter taking big cuts. And one finally goes.
And in the layout by Ebony Wanabu, unbelievable defense by the opposites. But a nice, smart swing off the hands of Kaylee Mans. Goes Leah Edmond.
Can the captain rally her team? Atkinson tried to stuff that one down the net, got her. And it went wide, but someone's doing their tuna fish impression.
Yeah, there was a big, big net on that play.
I don't think any Dolphins were harmed during this net.
Tell you what, it's just little plays right now. It's only a 3-point game, but it's little plays by Team Hunter. If they can clean these up, they're right in this.
All right, there's a couple in particular. Be a 4-point switch, including that last one. They're hanging tough, but you're gonna have to make a move. Leah Edmond to the line. Stalzer, Atkinson, and Crocker is your front row for Team Hunter. Jordan Larson reached for that.
She elevated. I mean, that was something, you watch her move the ball around and how she plays the game. But when it comes down to it, and that ball that's high at the pin, she goes over and around the blockers here on the other side. Look how high she reaches, hits that ball deep into the last part of the court.
Wannabu again with some one-handed defense. And I'll take Jordan Larson with those big cuts. She is swinging at everything.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do. I mean, that ball's coming from way off the net. But look at Ebony Wannabu. She just has so much length. That's a beautiful set by Ari Cruz. So it looks like we might have a challenge there on the touch call.
Two challenges per team, per set. May as well use them, 22-20.
Yep, right time to take it.
The last point is now being challenged.
See, Jordan Larson wasn't really arguing much because it looked like it hit. Look how high.
Oh, that's a touch for sure.
Yeah. Looks like that hits the arm. Sheridan Atkinson, right? Yeah, right there on the tricep. Catches her right off the tape. That's a great challenge.
We are looking at a reversal. I think you saw it probably emphatically there. Our referee's looking at the same feed you're looking at home. Touch called and no argument from Sheridan Atkinson. There are your challengeable plays. Ball in or out, block touch as we just saw, 3-meter line fault, center line fault, net touch, and a service line fault. Worth noting, back row touch is not reviewable. Saw that impact last week's matchups. But it got us 37-35. Oh, ace service right out of that. And Team Larson, down 8-3 at the start, has controlled this set since. They now have a set point.
Serving set point, Lauren Gilmeyer for Team Larson.
Long set across the net. That one's out of bounds. Second set point opportunity for Team Larson. Mans in the front row, Sambothi and Jordan, and Larson in the left front.
Team Hunter needs to close the gap, get as many points as they can.
Remember, those overall points matter. Another good touch from the block. And a straight down stuff from Stalzer.
That's a huge block at the right time by Lindsay Stalzer. Times this perfectly on the slide. Watch this move, just shuffles over, doesn't take much. And perfectly lined up.
Stalzer's 14th of the season, and it's back-to-back this time. That one looked like Bastianelli.
Got a triple block in there, knowing that ball is coming out of the back row. All three blockers are there in the right spot.
Now you're not just looking for extra points, you're thinking, oh,
That's
maybe 40 for a set. Within two. Jordan little X1 puts a stop to that and those thoughts. 25-22. It took a multitude of set points for Team Larson to close it out. They will leave the first set with a 3-point advantage in the overall. We've only just begun. Set 2 coming to you from Dallas. It's moments away. Tonight's match is presented by Guaranteed Rate. Guaranteed Rate, a huge supporter of Athletes Unlimited, and we want to welcome now Steve Moffitt, Chief Marketing Officer over there at the company. Steve, welcome.
Thanks, Kevin. Happy to be here.
Hey, everyone has noticed the impact that your company's been making in the sporting world. What excited you about a partnership with Athletes Unlimited, a female-led sports property?
Yeah, you know, we at Guaranteed Rate are so excited about this opportunity to support these phenomenal athletes. The partnership with Athletes Unlimited really is a perfect fit for our Believe You Will campaign, which really is all about, you know, setting big goals for yourself. And that when you do, you truly believe in yourself and you believe that they're possible, anything is possible. This message is really kind of a reflection of our core values as a company and our corporate culture. And we feel like as a mortgage lender, it's a inspirational and motivational message that translates to that dream of home ownership.
So, Steve, you talked about your Believe You Will campaign that you launched during the Super Bowl, and it was certainly obvious that our players here embody that exact vibe and messaging of your campaign. And what have you thought about the players' interviews on self-belief and pushing the limits?
Yeah, you know, to me, all of these young athletes have such great stories and remarkable accomplishments. But to me, the common thread that kind of bound them all together was the drive and the commitment to achieve audacious goals, big goals that really defines the journey. And, you know, the fact that the journey and that drive is actually in many ways more important than the destination.
You have a favorite player yet?
You know, I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that. It's so hard to pick just one. You know, they're all so fun and so exciting to follow. You know, but I think Team Larson put up a good set in that first one. I'll be looking for Team Hunter to battle back in set two.
Well, we appreciate you joining us here. Hope Michigan football gets back to national contention for you.
You know, we're a basketball school now, so
okay.
I'm rooting for our blue in the tourney this week.
Right on. Steve, thanks so much.
All right, thanks, Kevin.
All right, Steve Moffitt, Chief Marketing Officer over there at Guaranteed Rate. Big part of bringing you Athletes Unlimited Volleyball here from Dallas. We are back with set two. Right on it and right again at the start of this set, Sheridan Atkinson.
Well, it was the formula for success in the beginning of the last set, and I think if they can continue to ride her arm and get her going, they just have to finish. They have to finish plays, finish big rallies, and she's one that can do that for sure.
First set taken by Team Larson. They took those 40 points. Ebony Wanabu comes out of the back row, and yeah, she's out of the back row into the front.
She is indeed.
Illegally.
Remember, the players hitting from the back row cannot touch the 10-foot line or jump in front of the 10-foot line. And if they touch it at all, they're going to get called for a back row attack.
Plan definitely seems to be to serve Clark. And Lauren Gibbemeyer looks like she has gotten some good recovery over the week.
She looks good. She looks high. She looks like she's got some pop under her. And she can just hit that high ball and snap on top of it and hit it deep, hit it where she really wants it to go. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Our athletic trainers from Baylor, Scott and White. Good job. Good job. Another high flyer there. Stalls her over the top of the block. And that is thrown into the net from Wanabu. Well, this looks a lot like set one.
I think Team Larson is still working on some of that connection. You know, they're working with Kaylee Mans and figuring out the right rhythm of every ball and every situation. And they're going to continue to flesh that out.
Jordan Larson jams it.
Jordan Larson with the kill.
It's a nice tempo set. She just throws that ball right in the middle of the block, in the middle of the court. And you see Team Hunter just say, hey, let's move on. That's not really defendable. Just move on.
Jordan Larson had 6 kills in that first set, including the winner. Backslide is right through number 10 in orange.
And Allie Bastianelli with that heat and that speed, she can really blast off the top of the block. Jordan Larson's there. She can still find the hands.
See if Stalzer looks to Clark down the middle of the field. Instead, the overpass comes from Mallory Cruz.
Well, it was a tough serve with a lot of pace, and I like this because right now you've got Artie Cruz and Jordan Larson. I mean, they're tight next to Tiffany Clark. It's hard to thread that needle, so you're just going to have to serve that ball hard and flat as you can in any of those seams.
Right back to Cruz. Good idea if you get somebody with an overpass. Doesn't matter. Ebony Wanabu collects the second kill on that left side.
Just so much power coming from Ebony Wanabu. And she's as good on the left as she is on the right. Starting opposite right now, playing in the opposite position, but in that rotation, she swings on the left, but she can score at will.
Jordan Larson got tied up on that one. Man's the Sambothi for the winner.
I like that play, but you saw Jordan Larson just kind of fell her way into that dig. She'd say it. She'd say it herself.
Looked like somebody chopped her down.
But a nice transition to finish that play with Taylor Sambothi at the net.
Wannabe wraps around it, and that looked like it was on the back line. It's called long. Might be worth the challenge.
That was super close.
You have to decide, too, momentum-wise, what you want to do.
What point in the set do you want to challenge it?
Yep, here comes the challenge from Jordan Larson. We heard a block touch call there that they're looking for.
You have to be specific with your call. She was asking her, is that in and out that you're questioning, or is that a block touch?
Now, that ball is close to in, but we'll see about a touch.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like they are reviewing as the block touch.
Oh, now Jordan Larson clarifying that they're looking for a net.
Yeah, they're looking for a net call during the play.
Devaney McClarty, our R1. Oh, this was earlier in the play. Here comes what they're looking at. And there is no net violation that I see there. The net's still moving from the previous swing.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. Didn't look like it.
All right, the play is going to stand, and momentum definitely broken from play.
Definitely. You cool down a server, kind of regroup a little bit, talk about it. Mini timeout with your team.
Yeah, sometimes those turn into maxi timeouts.
They do.
Depending upon how questionable the call may be.
Right.
Bastianelli. Was she affected by the challenge? We'll never know.
Well, we have an overall score of only 2-point difference. Again, we're looking at that overall score for the match and how crucial every single point is at every moment for both of these teams.
Wannabe again in transition, blocked. Cruz is just swinging high and hard.
She looks good right now. I mean, she's fresh. Everybody looks really good right now. It's the first match of the weekend, but Cruz going up high, tooling off the top of the block. Just using that vision and that veteran experience.
Edmond can't tip past the block. She was in the net anyway. Team Larson is back in control, 7-6. Gibblemeyer up there with Ebony Wannabe. That's a good sized block.
It's a big block.
Gibblemeyer gets that one.
Really nice job by Lauren Gibblemeyer staying home on that block. Doesn't release on a ball that's off the net. She reads Kelly Hunter really well. Stays there and drops into that angle.
Sambothi drives one. That tip goes. Nobody could quite get the play underneath them.
No. Some tough serves by Taylor Sambothi, getting Team Hunter way off the net. Forcing this kill on the other side of the net.
Timeout on the court.
With that kill, they also force a timeout from Team Hunter. 9-6. Larson, the aggressor, earlier in set 2. Just into set 2 here in Dallas. Let's check in with Jordan Larson, captain of Team Larson. Jordan Larson coming out of that first set. You guys were down 8-3 to start. What did you say to your team at that point?
I feel like we were just trying to do too much, and we just needed to play our game and get back to being good and being good for a long time. And that was just play after play and getting a good serve on them, because I thought we were making good touches on our defense. So just staying patient and within that.
So Jordan, Team Hunter's playing well. They're just not converting at the end. What do you need to do moving forward to ensure that you can continue to have the success that you're having right now?
Yeah, I think we just need to continue with our sense of urgency and getting a good serve in, and I think just stay consistent in our block and defense, and I think it should take care of itself.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you.
This has been Navigating the Wind, presented by Mariner Wealth Advisors, helping you navigate your financial future. Financial future of Jordan Larson might include an Athletes Unlimited title.
Well, you know, that's what she's going after, but Jordan Larson is going after team wins. If she's going to play at a high level, she knows that her team can win. So everything that she does is about the team and getting those wins at the end.
Her total points, she is 36 back with that score of 2,652 from leader Betania De La Cruz. That was entering this evening. Second in the league in kills, Karsta Lowe leads, and tied for second in the league in digs. I mean, all this adds up to, yes, why she is sitting there in that two-way battle for the championship. That 5-tool player, which Jordan Larson is, and Sheridan Atkinson continues to pay dividends for Team Hunter.
Tell you what, she's playing so well and hitting that ball out of the back row as if she's hitting that ball in the front row.
5 kills, hitting .310. Wannabe blocked. Edmond. And we talked earlier about the leaders in blocks. In terms of blocks per set, Leah Edmond is a fraction off of the two middles.
Just a fraction. I mean, she's second in the league in total blocks, and she's at a .6 something as a blocker. Look at that body position. She's so good at lining up on her hitters and finishing back into the court. That's why she's so good.
Yeah, when I say a fraction, I mean it. .67 is the lead. She's .63, tied with Molly McCage, who is another middle blocker, as that one is off the block and into the antenna.
When it's so significant to have a left side blocker, you want that matchup. You want her against either your slide hitter, whatever her strength is, or against your top right side. You want that matchup. To have a top left side blocker is huge.
Crocker with a nice snap and a net violation the other way. A number of nets early in this match.
You know, and sometimes that's energy, sometimes that's like, you know, I'm ready to play and I'm going super hard and high and I want to get these touches and blocks. You know, you don't see that a ton, but sometimes you do in these matches like this.
Stalzer can't get inside that one. Aubrey Cruz continues her exceptional play. Last week, a bit of a struggle for the Olympic veteran. One-time Florida star. Aubrey Cruz all the way to the national title, lost in 4 to whom? Overpass kill for Gibbemeyer. This is your trivia question out there. Who did Aubrey Cruz lose to in the national championship when she played for the Florida Gators? The answer is USC.
There you go.
And where?
It's USC. There you go.
Where do you suppose that national title took place that year? Atkinson right straight down the
Big
line.
swing down the line. Unbelievable. Is this 2003 we're talking about?
Yeah. But take a guess. What city?
Oh, right here. It's got to be right here in Dallas.
Right here in Dallas is correct.
Right here in Dallas.
April Ross, who is about to go to the Olympic Games again, outdoors in the beach, representing Team USA on that team for USC. Back-to-back titles for SC in that period of time.
That's right. Yes, that's right.
Another tip finds the floor. A whole bunch of soft stuff is going down for Team Larson.
Oh, smart job Here again, talk about Lauren Gibbenmeyer with her range and her vision and getting high above the net. That's a nice tip right over the top of the block.
13-10. Good pass from Stalzer. Oh my. Put that on the highlight reel.
That was a nice set. A nice tempo, perfect ball. Look at Atkinson get on this thing. She's hitting high, deep, and hard. I mean, you can't even control that ball.
Yeah, she has her choice. Rasta Banana, Giant Bear.
There it is. Here it comes.
That was, you knocked down all the cans there, Sheridan. Jordan Larson not to be outdone, right back.
And a nice assist by Tiffany Clark there on that pass that's way off the net. Well, it's super important that liberos are able to put that ball on a dime.
9th for Larson. Giving no ground is Team Larson. Wannabu OT right back at you. 15-11. And it seems like Team Hunter might be pressed into a decision here. Do you use your second timeout or not?
Haley Mann's now serving for Team Larson.
Stalzer does an excellent job of resetting the play. Jordan Larson for another kill. Double digits.
Jordan Larson with the kill point.
So this all starts from this tough serve by Kaylee Manns. Really forcing Team Hunter off the net, way off the net, creating complete chaos. And then Team Larson can get the ball back and convert.
One of the values we saw from Manns in her first week. Surprised we didn't see her in the next two. Bastianelli blocks the ball, but there's a lot of work for Team Hunter to do here, trailing by 4 past the midpoint of the set.
Kaylee Manns still talking to Jordan Larson about some offensive stuff, probably having some conversations about, Jordan Larson's so good at just talking to everyone on the court. Hey, this is what we need to do. This is what you should set right now. I mean, helping lead in that position. Such a phenomenal captain.
Service error. Points Team Larson.
Both teams have missed a number of serves. Jordan Larson hardly ever misses. She has missed once already here. She's had one of the league lows in terms of service errors. Atkinson blows up Clark. We should do a whole highlight reel of Clark getting blown up.
Oh, sure.
No second contact there.
Tell you what, Team Hunter doing an excellent job on defense, keeping things alive again. There's Tiffany Clark getting blown up. But it's that communication, little pieces of communication right now for Team Hunter that are making the difference.
Cruz trying to work off the block. She'll get another shot. Stalzer manages to chip it home.
That's a huge save by Stalzer because you got Edmond on the ground with that roll shot. Sheridan Atkinson was still kind of on the ground too. She was going after it. No one available except Stalzer. Smart play, chipping that ball off the top of the hands.
Small shoe issue for Sheridan Atkinson as Bastianelli goes back to the line. 43-35 our overall score. Teams captained by Jordan Larson have made it to Monday undefeated the last 2 weeks, only to fall to Bethania de la Cruz's current crop of stars. This one's going to get challenged. That one looked like a touch to me in real time.
Yeah, Nari Cruz called it quick. She intended on doing it. She went for it, and then she called it. So we will see what we see on the replay.
Is being challenged.
That's a nice swing. High and fast. Intentionally going after the hand. Looking at that right hand of Corey Crocker. Man, she's high.
Yeah, that's the first thing you notice, huh?
I can't stop looking at that. Yeah, hold it there, people.
I think it's a middle finger, perhaps?
Could be, yep,
yeah.
Right there. Got it.
A little zoom in action from our intrepid crew. Who's been taking you through all these weekends. Excellent job.
It is. Got it.
By Yvonne and Lori and everyone in the box outside.
After review, the point was awarded.
So swing back now, 19-13, solid control. You already got a little bit of a break. Do you want a longer one if you're Team Hunter?
I'll tell you, those are big swings and points. And that's a 14-18 game.
Givenmeyer hung up there, and it pays off.
I love that. She was like, I am staying, and I am blocking this ball. I don't care what happens.
Plus 12 for number 6. There's the timeout at 20-13. Forced into using it. Things starting to get away from him here in the second and in the overall. Team Hunter, they'll need some rally. They trail by 10. Before our players arrived in Dallas, we asked them to talk about a time of self-belief, reflection, and how it changed or affected their careers. Here's Taylor Sambothi.
In college, everyone kind of goes through that, what am I doing here? How am I juggling school and athletics? Is this really what I want to do? If I can't give my time to everything equally, how do I balance that lifestyle? So I think that there was a really pivotal moment for me in college where I just realized that dedicating myself didn't mean splitting myself in half or like only giving something to certain things. I was able to take a step back and compartmentalize in a way that I could still be giving my full effort to everything I was doing, but being more present in each moment as opposed to splitting myself into two and dealing with that kind of, but that's something that almost every volleyball player, every team, and every athlete can go through.
That is Believe You Will, sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. A look at the former Ohio State All-American, 3-time All-Big Ten first team, and woman who got breakfast this morning prepared by Willow Johnson.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. The injured Willow Johnson finding other ways to make herself useful. Wasn't gourmet breakfast, it was Eggos, but nevertheless, breakfast. Fans, time's almost up. This is your last chance to own a piece of Athletes Unlimited history with the first ever Topps trading card set for professional volleyball. Sets are available to purchase now through April 2nd at Topps.com. Hey, this is your only opportunity. Jump on it. Get this unique collectible set today. Shayla Castro, who will be in action later tonight. Interesting with Shayla. Let's look at a tweet from Cassidy Lichtman. Excited to get your own card, I think. That's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Be in action later tonight. One more match to go. 2 matches a night for 5 weeks. Hunter with the block, and it gets right back in the face of Givenmeyer.
I tell you, she doesn't lose a joust. She's so good at blocking ball overpasses. I bet she's kind of secretly hoping for those every once in a while. If it's an overpass, Kelly Hunter is so good at winning those plays.
The big joust Hunter? Is that what? To paraphrase the old big game Hunter.
I like it.
Mike Dodd and Tim Holland. Oh, quick one outside. Cruz throws it. Cruz into that deep corner. Omaris. Beautiful run. Will she need another dig? Can't be taken at the net. Tough angle for Edmond.
I tell you, the difference, Team Larson is just finishing. They are finishing rallies. It may not be perfect, it may not be pretty, but every time they have an opportunity to end it, they're ending it.
Cruz near double figures now. Another nice dig by Clark. Wrist away is wide. Cindy on Twitter is telling us go Big Red, rooting for both teams. I guess.
I like that.
To pick somebody? Come on.
That's all right. That's all right. I get it.
Jordan Larson on one side, Kelly Hunter on the other.
Don't forget Brianna Holman, also on the team of Kelly Hunter.
Yeah. Won a national title together.
That's right.
Touch there. Wondered if the middles might be weaponized by this team with the passing. Your only possible target is Tiffany Clark, because the veterans Ari Cruz and Jordan Larson are not to be trifled with in reception.
But I tell you, Tiffany Clark's holding it down as well. She can pass, so it's not like you've got really any weakness. You just got to pick and choose your battles and hope to get them off the net.
Gibbenmeyer's 5 for 11. There's a joust lost by the women in purple. Another point for Team Larson, 23-15.
Nice work at the net by Mans. Helping on that quick set, then coming back in, really battling at the net for those points.
It's got to be a pretty dominant third set performance to avoid a possible sweep here. Larson throws it through. A la Taylor Sander. He's the guy I saw first do that on the regular basis, and I know fiance David Hunt and Jordan Larson are breaking down tape of all genders.
For sure, they're watching everything. Hey, this works. This is what scores. And Jordan Larson's so good at that ball, just throwing it down.
Set point. Good pass. Stalls her OT. And then has to feel good just to be in rhythm.
She went up, and then it looked like she went up again. She just kept going.
Did you want the top floor?
Look at this. She just elevates, and then I'm up higher. Yep, there I am. I'm just going to go OT.
Set point number 2. Where do you go now if you're Mans? Back to Larson. Chops it inside off the block. No question about the touch this time. 25-16. They've opened a 50-38 advantage as we head into the third. Does Jordan Larson and crew break through with a perfect performance to open the weekend? Tonight's match is presented by Guaranteed Rates. We all love this game. We hope you love this game. Kelly Hunter definitely loves volleyball.
Athletes Unlimited is just a really cool opportunity for female volleyball players who want to play overseas and want to have a professional career, and then they have to sacrifice so much playing overseas for 9 months, 10 months at a time. And so it's a really cool opportunity to be in the States and then have foreign players come experience volleyball in the States. And I think it's just huge for girls who have spent a lot of years and put in a lot of time playing overseas and just playing at the collegiate level as well.
Kelly Hunter says she has a go with the flow philosophy of life, and that's been about it. Called off the reserves just before league play began. Has been nothing short of outstanding.
Well, I think what's impressed me the most about Kelly Hunter is her ability to adjust on the fly with her hitters. We've talked about this before, but she puts her hitters in the best position possible, gives them the best swing that they need, and that's what I love about how she plays. And she's just cool as a cucumber out there.
A second-generation sitter for Big Red. Mom Lori, 77-80 at Nebraska for Terry Pettit. Kelly Hunter played for John Cook, who's continued that legendary program. Fans, if you want to get even closer to the game, join the Unlimited Club for free and select your favorite player. You can unlock special access, additional content, and more. If you're looking for even more, upgrade your membership for a whole year of behind-the-scenes access and join the players in voting for game MVPs. That puts you, the fan, right on the scoreboard. Those have made a difference. You can also vote for the end-of-season awards, including the Geico Defensive Player of the Year. There's $5 grand on the line there. Learn more about the Unlimited Club by visiting auprosports.com and clicking Unlimited Club in the upper right. Don't forget, a portion of that money goes into the player bonus pool. Easy for you to say, Salima. And that is something unlike anything else. It's going to go directly to the players. You are supporting professional volleyball in the United States. Go and do it. Back to action here in the third. Stalzer gotten off to good starts. Rough middles for Team Hunter in each one of our first 2 sets. Nice save by Crocker. Yeah, Tiffany Clark took control of that play.
Absolutely. That's what good libero does. They just call people off. They come in. They want to handle any ball they can. That's easy in the middle of the court. And that just takes control, clears out, perfect pass. And they're changing up that set a little bit for Lauren Gibbenmeyer, making that slide right behind the setter's head instead of all the way out to the pin.
Inside Fair Park, early set 3 action. Allery Cruz with the ace on Team Hunter. For Kelly Hunter, captain of this team, is undefeated. She is 9-0 coming into the weekend.
Look at this ball, just move on to Maris Velez Agosto. That's a tough ball. It was coming right at her, then it went to Leah Edmonds' seam.
One of the comments from Tamamiya Shiro, our facilitator, was that the serves have really started to flatten out overall. The serving becoming much more challenging over the last 10 days. Roll shot is good. Take that one to the beaches.
That's a nice roll shot. Just over the top of the block. I mean, so far, that's hard for Kelly Hunter to play. She's ready for the roll shot, but not one that's falling right behind the block.
They were plus 12 coming in, adding to that at the moment, 53-38 Team Larson, yet to give up one in the third. Hope you'll join us for our second match of the evening. Take place on digital worldwide. Finally, a side out there, Crocker with the point. You can join us on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Daily Motion. And your schedule tomorrow night looks exactly like tonight. Join us here on Fox Sports, and then click over to the international broadcast. Kevin Barnett, Salima Rockwell will take you through it all, and we will take you through championship weekend next weekend. Looking forward to that. Stalls are good flat serve handled. And again inside the block. Jordan Larson is putting a ton of angle on that.
She is. She's really, if you watch how she hits the ball, she really drops that thumb to get inside the block. I mean, that's what she's looking at doing. Instead of hitting that ball straight on right into the block of Atkinson, she's trying to rattle it between the block and through Crocker's hands.
Yeah, she met the block of Atkinson early in this match, the first set. Atkinson with a couple early. Right now, Lauren Gibbenmeyer has 3 to lead Team Larson, and Allie Bastinelli has 4. On the other side, as that one is set over. Katie Carter, that shoulder does not cool off. Doesn't matter how long it takes.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, the question here is, did the setter set the ball from above the level of the net? Determination is no. Colorado native, now living in Texas. Husband Hector, the head coach at TCU for Beach. One of the burgeoning beat programs around. Another backslide, this time it's Sambothi going as high as Gibby.
There's that rhythm they've been working on, looking for behind with Sambothi. They found it in front, and there she found it right there. And Taylor Sambothi going up high and deep.
Came in wondering if Sambothi could up her scoring swings. Take a look at her numbers and answer that question. She's about on her season average. She's hitting about 220.
Looks like that swing was just out of bounds. At least that was the call. They are going to be challenging that play.
What is Team Hunter running into here in terms of the score and the trouble they're having with Team Larson?
Well, the thing that, first of all, they haven't been able to convert, but they make some huge plays, and then they haven't been able to finish. And when they're sending the ball back over, that's what Team Larson is doing so well. They're just calm, they're staying balanced, and they're able to finish. I mean, that's it. They're playing well. Here, we'll take a look at this replay. Stop staring at me, Kevin.
You make the call. Come on, Salima Rockwell. You start making some calls, we'll get you a sponsor.
It's called, what, you will?
Salima's You Make the Call.
Ooh, I like it. I'll take a sponsor. I mean, I think it goes past the line, but it looks like it could be in. I think it floats just past the line.
Okay, your call is out as called.
So we'll see. We shall see. See, the line blurs there. It's hard to see where it actually there we go.
I think that's out.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, well, we'll work on Hyper Ice, Lasso Gear, Neurofuel, Victory Insoles, Gatorade, Mariner Wealth Advisors, Mikasa. We'll find somebody.
Look at all that.
For Lima's You Make the Call.
Look at all that. I'm already part of, I know the Neurofuel team. That's amazing. I'll take some Hyper Ice.
I know, you'd like the Weston Wilder sponsorship. You'll take the wine sponsorship for sure. All right, ball is out. And Mans will stay at the line. Pretty good target straight in front of her. Instead, she goes long out the middle. Just trailing by 3, Team Hunter here in the third. In the overall score, they're down 15.
Atkinson can go on a little run here. She's got a high flat serve. Comes on you pretty fast.
Ebony Wannabu with the kill.
Kill by Ebony Wannabu. Point, Team Larson.
Be interesting to see for Ebony Wannabu how she feels physically come Monday. Given the passing, there's a lot of weapons on this thing.
There are a lot of passing. A lot of weapons. Yet they're passing well, and they're getting the ball to everyone. So that's a big difference from what she's used to.
Cover can't be handled.
Big block on the side of Team Larson, and as you said, Team Hunter just couldn't handle that cover. See if we can get a better pass here and run some more options offensively.
Or you get the hook out of your mouth and move to the next
there you go.
opportunity to serve.
Leah Edmond now serving for Team Hunter.
Leah Edmond captain for multiple weeks. First time she's worn anything but the blue. Perfect connection.
Kill by Ebony Wannabu. Point, Team Larson.
Perfect everything. Set was where it needed to be. Pass, perfect. Enough time to get a split in the block from Bastianelli. So nice job by Team Larson executing all the skills at a high level.
Stalzer tries to chip it into the fire. Tight. Cruz through the block.
Tell you that communication, I mean, there's so many good things that were in that rally. But man, when you look at Jordan Larson screaming for that ball, it's a big difference.
Team Hunter now down 6 and trailing by 18 in the overall. Things getting all perfect for Team Larson. Timeout. It's time for tonight's Geico defensive play of the game.
And Jordan Larson flying out from the middle back, saving that roll shot in the middle of the court.
That wasn't a pancake, that was more of a spatula.
It was.
It was off the handle.
With a big finish by Audrey Cruz.
Yeah, Ari Cruz continues to swing with success. 10 kills on 22. Hasn't been blocked, hasn't hit the ball out of bounds. That is the Geico Defensive Play of the Game. At the end of the season, we'll be awarding the Geico Defensive Player of the Year. The Athletes Unlimited medal will come for an added $5,000 bonus. Now let's check in with Alex Holston and her cause.
So my organization is actually my stepbrother's organization, Jeremy Grant. He has traveled a lot for work, and so he just picks a need basically for whatever city he's in at the time, or a lot of things out of the PG County community, which is where I'm from. We've done food drives, we did a Christmas giveaway, Thanksgiving drive, backpack giveaways for school, especially during this pandemic, and so I just wanted to keep it close to family and help him out any way I could, and so that's the organization I chose.
We empower and inspire youth to explore their talents by providing information, advocacy, and service, allowing them to maximize their potential and realize their special gifts. Look at Alex Holston, still awaiting her chance. The New Orleans native. The ball is tight for Wannabu. Off the block and out of bounds is how she deals with it.
Point Team Larson.
More tough serving from Team Larson. More kills from Gibbemeyer.
And that tough serve you're talking about, they're doing a really nice job of serving the seams, serving in between two passers, and I think it's causing some hesitations by the passers that are normally good and can handle the ball, but between Stalzer and Namaris Velez Agosto is a tough ball.
Another tough one, completely out of play for the ace.
Point Team Larson.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. You look at this ball move, but really it's where it hits the passer. It gets her on the left side, on her left arm, and there's that confusion. Who's going to end up taking that ball when Stalzer has to go and hit?
Service error. Point Team Hunter.
6 there for Team Larson, but 3 aces, and they're certainly getting an overall award. Good touch from Crocker. In transition now, Stalzer. Nothing to be done there. Mans continues to pick up the junk. The ball's going to be too tight. Gibbemeyer is there once again. Another block for Lauren Gibbemeyer, her 4th.
And Gibbemeyer doing such a nice job, just patrolling the net, being a force at the net, patient. And you see Jordan Larson digs this ball, and she's not happy with her result of that touch, but she's able to keep them off balance for that second play and force an overpass.
Back-to-back misses from the service line.
Let's see if Team Hunter can get something going here defensively. They need to control the touches on the block, control the ball and convert in transition.
Yeah, I think you just hit on it. Control the ball. Another good pass. Results in another point for Larson. Jordan Larson had 6 kills in the first, 6 kills in the second.
Mans has really found a good rhythm with her, especially out of the back row. She was tipping a lot early, getting blocked early, and now the ball's right in her wheelhouse.
Yeah, she has 2 in this 3rd set. Wannabu lays out. Edmond out of the back row.
Man, she came steamrolling in out of the back row. Big swing by Leah Edmond.
Now serving for Team Hunter.
Coaches love to see defense out of their opposite in the right back. I don't think liberos like to see an open net.
No, that's not fun. Maybe they do. Some of them do. They're all kind of crazy.
Oh, Tiff Clark is tough. Cover by Clark.
Wow.
And it pays off with a stuffed block. Gibemeyer. That's Team USA on the left pin there.
Holy moly.
Gibemeyer next to Larson.
That ball should have been blocked straight down. Clark comes flying in here, saving that ball. I just really love how she's playing the game. Of course, we knew what she could do defensively. She can pass, but she's been handling the ball well, taking care of it, and making huge plays defensively.
Came to the world of volleyball in basketball shorts. Didn't think she'd stay. Here she is after an incredible collegiate career and now playing professionally in the United States.
Yeah, I love that story of her walking into the gym, not knowing what to expect.
Pushed into the gym by mom.
Yeah, exactly. In basketball shorts.
Yeah, Tiff Clark said, listen, volleyball also gave me my best friend, Emily Bushman.
Yeah, that's true.
Mia Hamm was her idol growing up. Follows that one to the back line. And this one is looking to be a sweep, a full sweep, as you look at the career profile there. Just out of Wisconsin, all the way to the national championship match.
It's a fun run to watch that Wisconsin team last year as they got better and better over the course of the year and then make it all the way to the championship.
Yeah, ran into the buzzsaw that was Stanford at the time.
It's tough.
That one's into the tape and down. Could find herself playing next to Catherine Plummer on Team USA. Going to be a very interesting run up to the 2021 Olympic Games for the team that is under the guidance of Karch Karai in Anaheim, California. They have some real questions at several different positions, some options. Karch trying to put together that puzzle for an always medal competitive team.
Absolutely.
Edmond off the hands and good.
Nice defensive play. I mean, that's if they can do that, that's what Team Hunter needs to do. I mean, moving forward and looking back on what they've been doing over the course of the night, they can serve tough, force other teams a little bit out of system, and then convert when they have an opportunity. They're going to be in good shape.
The captain, Jordan Larson, now serving.
That ball is long. The overall long decided here, 60 points given to Team Larson. Oh, Mans, that's in her wheelhouse.
Yeah, you got to know the scouting report on Mans.
Don't tip when she's in the right back.
She's just hanging out. She's ready for that. Nice play by Kaylee Mans. And a tough play by Clark trying to get in there.
Yeah, that was a nice read, but she had to make it before it was even touched. Wannabe, good night now.
By Ebony Wannabe, point.
Really nice swing by Ebony Wannabe. She catches that ball a little bit on her right shoulder, outside of her right shoulder, but brings it back into the court. Watch this, she sees the split in the block and cuts that ball across court just past the right side, left side blocker.
Back slide is tipped, and both he's under it with both hands. Gibemeyer reading everything at the net.
Lauren Gibemeyer with the kill.
She is your blocking MVP. Unbelievable job by Lauren Gibemeyer. Huge play by Taylor Sambothi. Middle flying in there on the tip is big. Look at her, just reading it. She's all over it right now.
Her new book, Reading the Net, will be out in paperback soon. Ace service. You can only win 180 team points.
Point, Team Larson.
Team Larson's going to take them all. If there was some way to win more, they would have done it in this one, 71-49.
And this is going to be huge for Jordan Larson. When we talk about the overall points, her taking over that spot for her personally, these wins are big as she's looking at Betania De La Cruz in the current lead right now on the leaderboard.
Yeah, remember she was just 36 points back, so it's just one set difference. And she has lost the last 2 weekends to Betania De La Cruz. Took a set from Team De La Cruz. It was the only team to do so on the weekend last week, but you know she has to be looking forward to that rematch coming Monday. A lot of work to be done between now and then, but it would feel good to issue Betania a defeat on a Monday evening. Crocker, so not done yet as Team Hunter, still fighting.
Look at this block by Corey Crocker. Just get in there and close that play. That's a big time move.
Tell you what, if you come back from 21-12 in the third set, that would be something to write in the Book of Unlimited. Book of Unlimited is a special tome. Weighs in at 25 pounds.
Incredibly heavy.
And is keeper of all the history of Athletes Unlimited, not just volleyball, but also softball and 2B lacrosse. Those who participated, the fantastic plays, the big moments. And it is closed at the end of each season and left to be reopened ceremony style to start the next campaign.
Which will be lacrosse coming up in July.
And they'll look to the fall, and it will be time for softball once again. Be the second entry for softball. So look at the medals. Defensive medal there, along with the championship. Special championship medal will be awarded, as well as all the way down to fourth.
First, second, third, and fourth.
Yeah, and everything will be noted in that special book. 22-14. Rare bad pass from Cruz. Doesn't matter when you have the sanitation specialist, Ebony Wannabu.
Cleaning it up. Cleaning it up.
It's a little bit of tot. You like tot from your opposite.
You do.
Taking out the trash.
You do.
Atkinson, we've seen a variety of top shelf swings from her.
Tell you, she brought her game today and is playing her best volleyball, high-level volleyball, hitting this ball. Look at this, high over the top of the block. There's no chance of digging that ball.
Hitting over the smaller Mans, and that has been maybe the rub on Mans as being a liability at the net. That looked more like a perfect swing than any sort of blocking mistake. And there's another block. Atkinson again involved.
Tell you, big block, not just because she's big and can block the ball. She got over quick. This is a fast set to the pin. And look how quickly she gets her hands over the net to block Jordan Larson. She wanted to go down the line. And that was full intent where she was swinging with this ball. Atkinson does a really nice job reading it and getting over quickly.
Hope all the folks in Canada are enjoying our coverage here of Athletes Unlimited. Gibmeyer off Numares. Also have Fox Deportes. Roger Valdivieso and Mary Martinez with the coverage over there when we're on Fox. You can join them again tomorrow evening for the first match. You can actually join Willow Johnson and Ronica Stone on Twitch coming up in the next match. A pair of Oregon Ducks, Ronica, who majored in broadcast journalism. They'll be having some fun.
That's awesome.
Sambothy somehow got a swing out of that and gets a touch, but it's not enough. Second set point opportunity, and looking for the clean sweep. 180 team points for Team Larson. Good way to start week 4.
And could also prove big for Ebony Wannabu as well. So we'll keep an eye on those points for her.
Trying to get back in the captainship.
Trying to crawl her way back.
Jordan Larson closes it out. The no-looky cookie. 25-17. 76-17. An overall 75-55, and I think that's the largest margin we've had all season long.
With that set win, everyone on Team Larson takes home 40 points. And the final score of the match, Team Larson 75.
Larson and her crew trying to rise up the leaderboard. This is a good way to do it. Jordan Larson, the exterminator, finishing off sets. 75-55. Back to Dallas shortly. Athletes Unlimited Volleyball on Fox Sports is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. Perfect shot of Dallas and a perfect victory for Team Larson. 180 team points taken, a 75-55 overall, and a clean sweep of those 3 sets. Inside Fair Park Coliseum now joined by the captain, once again, Jordan Larson. Jordan, how indicative was this performance of what you thought you drafted in terms of skills, abilities, and the way it would affect the game?
Yeah, I was pretty confident coming in that I had played with some of these girls kind of really early on, the scrimmages, and so I was confident that we would put together a team that could perform at this level. I think we had kind of a little bit of a slow start there in the beginning, but I think we showed kind of our potential there in the end of second set and third set.
Well, I'm looking at your draft picks, and we're talking about Kaylee Mann, so we look at the setting position. You drafted her pretty early. What was it about her that you wanted to have on your team?
Yeah, I try to play off kind of what are my strengths, and that's passing and being in system. And I think she is kind of one of the setters that when she's off the net, she forces the middle more than maybe some other setters here. So for me, I take pride in that, and so I really like that. And I liked her, I don't know, her energy out there. She's kind of, not so up and down. She's pretty consistent, so I appreciate that as well.
We've seen you jam the ball with effectiveness. How many videos has David Hunt sent you of the ball being jammed, and why does he continue to do so?
Oh, goodness. Too many to count. And so every time I do it, I'm just beaming. I'm sure he's beaming with pride. So, yeah, it's an effective way. It's really hard to defend. And, it's just another added shot to, the range. And so I'm just trying to work on it and continue to add to it.
Where do you guys take it from here? What do you want to be better at, given how exceptional this performance was, how dominant it was? What do you think you can better?
I think we can start off stronger, and that's from the service line, and I think just being, forward as we're communicating instead of, thinking too much about the last play.
Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
All right, Jordan Larson and Team Larson did get more effective with the service as this one wore on.
Well, they were bringing the heat from the service line, but also at the net. They were getting it done, and it was the passing that allowed it to happen, but it was Kaylee Mann who found her rhythm with her hitters, just like she talked about, getting the ball to the middles, off the net. Really good at running the offense. So Team Larson gelling early and showing a really nice performance.
Oh, look at who performed exceptionally. It was Jordan Larson and Aubrey Cruz. How about that hitting percentage? 520. Aubrey Cruz. Look at here, she did not have a single ball blocked or hit one out of bounds.
I tell you, she's just so sneaky. She's got so many skills, and she's so good at every shot, and that's why those numbers are. I mean, those are exceptional numbers, but that's why it was that way tonight. Just taking care of the ball, hitting off the top of the block. It's not going to be anything crazy, but she's going to score. Yeah,
Wanabu had 12, add 8 in from Gibbemeyer, and it is a very even and consistent, deadly performance from Team Larson. They are victorious 75-55. More coverage from Dallas, Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. That's a happy team photo after this one. Athletes Unlimited Volleyball from Dallas, Texas. Look at our leaderboard as it stands right now. Jordan Larson up top, on top of Betania De La Cruz, but only for the moment.
Only for the moment. Betania De La Cruz set to play next, but those win points were huge for Jordan Larson tonight. So that's going to make a big difference over the course of the weekend. Who's going to win these matches, and with how many sets are they going to win in total? Those points are critical as we head to the weekend.
Down at number 6, Ebony Wanabu collects all those team points as well, and she joins us now. Ebony, how has your approach changed throughout the weeks of Athletes Unlimited play that you're able to get in sync with your team so quickly, just 3 days of practice?
I think since we've been here for so long and we hang out all the time, it's really easy to be put on a team with people you haven't really played with before and just find that cohesiveness. I would say every week I just try to be the same person, be myself. I'm not trying to like fit a certain mold, and I think that works for everyone involved.
Well, Ebony, it looks like you had a lot of help tonight from an offensive standpoint, which must be a pleasure for you on your team. Talk about the passing and how that offense is running for this current team.
Yeah, I think the passing and the defense was really great, and then having Jordan and Gibby and Ari up there to help take some swings is really helping my body out. So I think Betty's really distracting me. Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's great to be on a team that everyone can do everything.
You are her baby. She's messing with you all the time. Hey, so you came in as a first-round draft pick. You're a former captain. Yes. How much input did you give once you dropped into the room?
I think Jordan knows how to do this. She's done this for a couple weeks now. So she asked some questions, and I gave her my input, and that was it. I didn't really step in to say anything. I trust her completely.
All right, answer when asked. Very good. And congratulations on the victory, all the team points tonight. Nice job.
Thank you.
Ebony Wanabu, 12 kills. Called on to do a lot with a lot of the junk here.
Well, and I tell you, that's what she does so well. When they need a big swing and the ball's off the net, you can kind of just lay it up there for her, and she goes and gets it. That's what she's really, really good at. In system, just forget it. She's going to score absolutely to the wood. But, man, anything that's off the net, she can clean up as well.
Our next match coming up on digital, Twitter, Twitch, Daily Motion, YouTube, and Facebook Live. All the places you can get this Bethania Dela Cruz versus Carstolo showdown. Carstolo, her second trip into the captain's chair.
Well, it's good to have Carstolo back, and she earned it. She worked her way back up with win points and also her individual stats. But Bethania Dela Cruz, I know she wants to keep it. She wants to keep her position. She's been winning. She's been consistently winning night after night. So it'll be interesting to see if Team Low can take them down.
Those win points have largely been the difference you see there between Carstolo and Bethania Dela Cruz, who sit at the top of the leaderboard. Well, it was a lot of fun. Way to start week 4. We have one more to go. Join us on FS2 tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll do it all again. Athletes Unlimited Volleyball continues tonight at 7:30 Eastern. You just saw it. It's on our digital platforms. For Salima Rockwell and our intrepid crew here in Dallas, I'm Kevin Barnett. Once again, 75-55, Larson in dominant fashion.